It's your jumbo May mortgage update. Yes, yes. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on. If you've watched some of my prior jumbo videos, you know that jumbo investors are very picky. And prior to COVID, jumbo was pretty great. You know, very like 10% down, 15% down, 5% down, lots of options, really great, fun. Okay, and then COVID hit and investors got really nervous. They didn't know what was going to happen with jobs. They didn't know what was going to happen with, you know, assets, the stock market, all of that. There was so much uncertainty in the air that what we saw is we saw investors with their guidelines go from this to this. Okay, and so that's why, you know, in many cases at some portion last year, you may have needed more than 20% down, additional reserves that you wouldn't have needed a year prior. Well, here's the good news, and this is why this is a great mortgage update. So jumbo is loosening back up. And what I mean by loosening is not like, you know, we're not doing stated income or anything crazy, but we're starting to see lower down payments required. So I am seeing 10%, 15% down back in the market. So if you were priced out of the market, you know, out of conforming, and you were in jumbo and you're like, oh, I don't have 20% that I want to put down, there are options now. So it's definitely worth the phone call or the email to see what we can do for you, because we are seeing more and more investors coming back to play. And with that, they're bringing more options for buyers, which is great because, you know, 20% down, 30% down, sometimes you don't want to liquidate your stock. Sometimes, you know, you may have vested stock that you don't want to let go of. There's a lot of reasons why you may not want to do 20 or 30%. So there are more options now, and that's what I really want to stress. So very important in terms of rates are still great. I don't see the same fluctuations with jumbo that I see in the conventional market. So really great time to get in. If you haven't refinanced yet and you're, you know, in a higher echelon, definitely look at it. But the key to this video is we are seeing a loosening of guidelines, which is great. So we should be able to get more people in the houses, which is lovely considering how fast the market's going up in certain areas. And there's parts of the country where every mortgage is a jumbo mortgage. So having more options available is critical. One more quick note, we have a new product in-house that we called Rate, which is, we were looking at the guidelines last night, Julie and I, you may have seen her in prior videos with me, and we were like, oh my gosh, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Like it's a door opener for sure. So questions, comments, wondering if you qualify for a jumbo mortgage, of course, reach out. I'm licensed in 46 states, happy to help answer any questions you have and let you know what I'm seeing in the market. Because when I'm looking in the market, I'm not looking at one set of guidelines, I'm looking at 16 plus. So I have a pretty good view of what everyone in the market's doing. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week to see what we're talking about.